Back in the day when I raced a bit of downhill, my dad would always make the joke that downhilling's easy. You don't even have to do much. It's not physical. You just point and you just roll down a hill. But I'm not sure that's true anymore. I think the old boy was a bit wrong, you know. So I want to find out just how fit are modern day downhill athletes. I'm here at Dovey Bike Park then, where I've drafted in downhill extraordinaire Charlie Hatton. Now Charlie had a breakout year last year, finishing 13th overall with multiple top 10. So he's the perfect candidate for this task. But before I put Charlie through his paces then, I really wanted to catch up with him and talk all things sort of pre-season training and what he does to stay at the top of his game. All right, Charlie. Dude, thanks for joining me, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Right. I want to see how fit downhillers are. You're a downhiller,
yeah,
and you're a dab hand at it. So let's go off season to begin with, then.
Okay.
Because I want to know what you put yourselves through. Season's just finished. Imagine that you're done. Oh, thank God, the last race of the season is over.
Yeah.
You've had your few weeks off, and then boom, trainer's like, let's get back at it.
So yeah, when the season ends, we normally have a couple of months off or so, and then I think this year it was pretty much the start of December, started to get back into it. So it's a little while off.
That's a good bit of time off.
Yeah, it's a couple of months.
How do you sort of ease back into it then?
There's no easing back in really.
It's just
well, there is. You go steady, but like it's always the first gym session you go back, the DOMs are horrendous.
Really, I bet.
I remember every single time, even if you're just squatting the barbell or just lightweight, you always just get ruined the first session.
You're not just going in blind, you're not just going in smashing heavy weights,
no,
you know,
exactly.
just absolutely murdering yourself.
Yeah.
You know, this guy, he will set out a fairly regimented plan for you, and not just sort of week by week, but we're talking month by month. Like so you plan it out long term, isn't it?
So yeah, that's I think the biggest benefit of having a coach, just the structure.
Yeah.
Because you can actually plan it from, say, the day we start training right up until the first World Cup season.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be days that fluctuate and different training camps that come in and
media duties
like this. Like, I've missed the gym with Mill where he was cursing me.
I bet.
Nah,
double session tomorrow.
Yeah, literally, yeah. So yeah, I think that's a big help, having a good coach and structure in it.
Okay, and then he'll use numbers and obviously track your progress along the way, and
exactly.
You'll communicate obviously back and forth a lot. You know, if you're not feeling well or particularly run down, he'll adjust things to suit, I presume.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like you can almost see, say if I do a session on the turbo and my heart rate's slightly different to it was last week, he'll be like, I think you're going to be ill tomorrow.
Bit burnt out.
Yeah, and it's like, there you know it, you're ill tomorrow.
And that's a really interesting point though. That's something that like pro downhillers will have over a lot of privateers or amateurs, is that feedback from coaches, that knowledge that you can tap into, that a lot of people won't, so that he can be like, back it off and will avoid illness.
A lot of it is on feel. If you feel rubbish, go sit on the sofa.
I like this guy's mantra. Hey, buddy, all right?
Any chance to go with 4 with a pair of you?
Yeah,
sure.
do it.
Yeah, top man. Sick.
Oh,
thank you.
No worries.
Sick, thank you.
Have a good
day.
Perch up on a bench over there, I reckon. Whoa, that's better.
It's cold.
All right, Charlie, let's move on to sort of getting closer to the season ramps up. You know, like you're a month or two out, things are starting to heat up a bit. So you've just come back actually from a training camp in Lusa?
Yeah, Portugal, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been there. That was just literally focusing on riding, testing different stuff on the bike. Obviously, that's quite a big aspect and quite a hard thing to balance as well, because obviously you want to stay super fit. Then you've also got to fit in the riding stuff and the testing stuff. So,
did you train out there? Did you like it was purely
riding? Yeah.
No like
I
testing.
think that is probably one of the best training things you can do there.
Just getting laps in.
Full runs. We was at Ponta de Lima. The track's like 4 minutes long.
It's long. It's World Cup length.
So it's really long, super physical. You can be the fittest guy in the world. You can be the strongest guy in the world. end of the day, you've got a time from A to B.
Yeah.
And that's what the
true,
goal
isn't it?
is, really.
That's a good point. Like, if you can't put a run together in that sense or hold it, that intensity. Okay, whoa, teaser done. Let's go and get a run in, shall we?
Let's do it. Go on then.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much. Solid. Oh, what a beautiful day.
It is gorgeous, actually. We're in luck. Ooh, right, mate. Ooh. We'll do a bit of a warm-up, shall we? And I want to chat some numbers with you as well.
Okay, let's do it. I need a warm-up at the minute. It's freezing.
It's pretty Baltic. All right, Charlie.
Yeah.
There we go. Can we squat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank you, please. Let's talk some max numbers, because I kind of know my fitness levels and I want to compare them to yours roughly as well, mate.
Yeah.
So what sort of a max heart rate that you might peak at during a downhill run, should we say?
I'd say downhill run, I'd be probably around 200 beats per minute.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a few years on me. Mine's around the 187. So given that I'm 10-year older, well, actually more than 10-year older than you.
Yeah, 25, man.
37.
12.
Yeah, but I mean, so that kind of works. So we're peaking.
Yeah.
We're peaking, all right. And what kind of max power are you putting out on like a big sprint, stuff like that?
So on the watt bike, I think before the season last year, I was just under 1800.
Holy smokes.
Watts,
okay,
yeah.
Mine's around the 1250. That's a big power that you're putting out there.
Yeah.
Big power. And that's just an all-out,
yeah, so that was
off.
just on a watt bike, done 6-second sprint, and that was just the max number.
Yeah, I'm putting out about 1250, I know that for sure. You know, you've talked a good talk, bud. You know, I want to see if you can walk a good walk.
We'll see, will we?
Yeah, so I think it's time for some race runs of racetrack, and we'll get some solid numbers to compare over another cup of tea, I think, at the bottom. You nervous?
Nah, I'm good, I think.
Oh.
Are you nervous?
I am.
Good.
I'm not enough to be sick, though. Hatton, watch out! Not bad. Not too shabby, dude.
That was hard work.
All right, look, I think Charlie's come across the line. Feeling good?
Yeah, it was a good run.
Yeah, all right. I tell you what, let's get back to the picnic bench. Yeah, have a little catch up, shall we?
Let's do it. Dreams.
The bench of discussion.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie. The numbers are in. Another cup of tea is stacked up on the table.
Another cup of tea is done.
It's flipping cold here at Dubby.
It's too cold. You need to warm your body up.
Right, so before we get into sort of the fitness number side of things, we've both done a race run at Dovey racetrack. I did a time of 4 minutes 36. You were a time of 4 minutes 14. So you were 22 seconds. 22? That's correct. Yeah, 22 seconds quicker than me. So I'd expect you to be faster. So congratulations for a start.
Thank you very much. Proud.
It's a solid warm-up for the season. When it comes to numbers then, so here's some heart rate stats, because I think this is a good indication of what we're putting out essentially. So I averaged about 150 beats per minute, peaking at, I believe it was 168, I think I had for mine.
Yeah.
Your numbers considerably different actually, and the way that those numbers were delivered throughout the ride. So you averaged 179, so 29 beats higher than me, which is a fair bit higher, and your peaking was 191, wasn't it?
Yeah, just over 190. Yeah.
But the way that, if we look at the graph on here, mine's a lot more all over the place. My heart rate's sort of peaking and troughing, whereas you literally went from 129 off the start.
Yeah.
And then you basically went boom, straight up to 185 and then a 185, 191 peak. And it just stayed there. It didn't drop off at the end.
No.
Showing that obviously your fitness, literally you just went, and you just held that effort.
Yeah.
No problem for the entire time.
Yeah, and like obviously you can see the data on there, and like say if you talked about how it actually felt, it felt
like a
fairly
perceived
easy.
exertion. So we use the RPE scale.
Yeah, the RPE scale.
Rate. That's it. I nearly said recommended rate of perceived exertion. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which is out of 20. So my perceived exertion, I might put that at a 16. Should we say?
Okay.
You know, it was pretty flat out. I give it a beans.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know, how would you?
I'd probably say a bit lower. Probably like a 14, 15.
Okay. It's high. Okay.
So like
a good effort.
Yeah, it was solid effort, but I felt like I could sit there quite comfortably.
And then for a comparison, a World Cup would be a 20.
Yeah, World Cup.
Like it is an all-out.
Yeah, World Cup's a 20 because like obviously the track here at Dovey is a little bit flatter than the World Cup track, but that also means there's a lot of pedalling.
There is, yeah.
I feel like this is probably
track,
more of a heart rate track than a like fatigue and muscle fatigue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I'm not saying it's not a skills-based track, because it is obviously a skill to ride flat out. But what would we say? Top speed? You hit 57k down there, I think.
57k. Yeah.
And I think I was 48, 49. I mean, that makes sense. Obviously, you were obviously averaging quicker.
Yeah.
So you did good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We're kind of done, I think, aren't we?
I think I've got one more surprise for you.
What?
I think we should do a bit of a fitness challenge.
Whoa.
So I've been keeping this from Rich all day just for a little surprise at the end of the day. So basically, we're gonna do a 4-minute press-up challenge.
Oh, get on. Get on.
So it's basically, it is what it is. So 4 minutes, and you're just gonna bang as many press-ups as you can.
10.
Tactics. So it's obviously a 4-minute press-up challenge. You've got 4 minutes. You wanna do as many as you can, but one word of advice is don't blow your load too soon.
A common issue.
Yeah. Well, maybe for some. So you want to try and get a bit of a strategy going. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay.
1. Oh my God. Slow down. What? I've lost count. Why am I doing this? Do you know what? I'm not pro anymore. This guy's an absolute animal. How fit pros are? Well, look, he's just still going. I'm 30 seconds in. I don't need to do it. Look, if you've enjoyed this video, Charlie's loving it. He's getting gains out of this. Let us know in the comments down below. How fit are downhill pros? Very, very fit indeed. Don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel as always. Whoa, you've stopped.
It's all about the strategy, I told you.
Oh, I see. Oh, right, until next time. See you guys.
See ya.
Yes, gains.